Call of Duty, Black Ops, Cold War is a game that is meant to be played over and over. Not just the multiplayer and zombies modes, but also the single-player campaign. You can play it repeatedly because it has multiple endings and different optional paths that you can take along the way. It's like being on a treadmill, but a fun one. Activision will launch Cold War on PC and consoles on November 13th, including on the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series 10. I played it on both the PS5 and the PC. I set myself back by mistakenly playing the PS4 version on the PS5, and I had to re-download the game. And I also had trouble in multiplayer because I didn't set up the internet right on the PS5. It was on Wi-Fi, but I thought I had configured it for wired internet. I wasn't very impressed with the game at all at the outset. But once I fixed these errors, I came back to a sense of relief that the game is pretty good after all. The campaign has a paranoid story, and it's set in the paranoid times of the 1960s and 1980s. It starts out in 1981. In an intelligence meeting, the CIA is briefing the top brass on Perseus, the codename for a real Soviet spy who infiltrated Western intelligence and was never uncovered. The sleeper agent stole American atomic weapons secrets in 1943 and then resurfaced in Vietnam in 1968. In 1981, word circulates that Perseus has returned, and CIA agent Russell Adler has to track him down. U.S. President Ronald Reagan walks into a room and orders the CIA and other agencies to take down Perseus at any cost for the sake of the free men and women of the world. Above, CIA operative Russell Adler goes undercover. Image credit. Activision. So begins this year's installment of Call of Duty, a franchise that has sold more than 300 million copies in the past 17 years. I've played every installment, and this one does an admirable job of continuing the traditions of Black Ops, a popular sub-brand that first came out in 2010. I loved how Raven wove history into this campaign. But I've noticed a few things missing that may harken back to the game's difficult birth. After Activision's Sledgehammer Games studio finished Call of Duty, World War II in 2017, it began to work on a new game for 2020, as Activision's three major studios always rotated the job of making a big Call of Duty game for each year. But Sledgehammer had differences with a proposal that Raven Software was working on, and it was happening at a time when Call of Duty faced fresh competition from Battle Royale games like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds and Fortnite. Sledgehammer's leaders left, as did a chunk of the studio's staff, and Treyarch took Sledgehammer's place. The result was that the collective team didn't have as much time to finish the game, and the pandemic threw the schedule off even more. It was also a difficult year because of the console transition. The upshot is that this year's Call of Duty came in hot.